Welcome aboard, it's Captain G. This is HBG's Invasion Italy. It is August of 1943, turn 2, and we're going to do this as part 1 because we're going to do the beginning part, do a couple videos, and then probably starting turn 3, just go to full turn summaries. One thing that I forgot to do, and I penciled it in so I won't do it again, at the end of the last video was roll for the initiative, because technically it starts at the beginning, but it's always good to know. So I rolled it off camera. The Allies went first. They got a 6. They got a 10. The Axis got a 6, but the Axis also subtract 2 from their roll, and that's definitely I remember Egg and I did that. That was a house rule because I don't believe it says how to roll or what to do if there's a tie, that kind of thing. If there is a tie, the Allies always go first. All right, so we're going to jump in. The Allies have the initiative, so we'll do the same Allied then Axis through. So the Allied fighter bomber phase, the Allies are the green dice, and I've already placed them around the map to expedite things here for your viewing pleasure. 3 new fighter squadrons are coming up here to lock these guys in place, and they're coming from Tunis. They'll have 6 fuel to land. And I'll go ahead and say that on the Axis phase, in addition to these 2, the Axis have scrambled 3 fighter squadrons, 1 from Messina, the other 2 from the mainland. They all have 5, so they can land back where they came from, or all back on the mainland, trying to get air superiority and cause Allies some casualties. So that's battle 1. Allied battle 2, scrolling there. Allied battle 2, let me change the lighting so there's not perhaps as many shadows. I have poor overhead lighting down here in the wardroom. All right, and hopefully not a glare. Great, all right. So in Mount Etna, which is a 3 space, the Allies are sending fighter from Malta, 3 from North Africa as escorts, because there was obviously the German base here and German Air Force there, and they went first. So heavy fighter escort, as well as, well, he's coming from another tile. He's coming from Tunis. These guys are coming from Edenfallen. Having 5 fuel left, another fighter escort, 4 tactical bombers for the U.S., 3 strategic bombers and 2 British strategic bombers, and then off to the side, coming in from the coast, the 2 British naval tactical bombers. There will be an AA unit that'll get a shot for every aircraft, and an artillery that will get one shot at 2. The Axis did not scramble anything into this. Everything that is attacking the ground is attacking at -3 due to the heavy mountains. That's a 3. Okay. So that's it for the Allied air. Then the Axis went. They did fighters against fighters. They did nothing here. So that's 1, 2, 3. Coming all the way down from Toulon with not enough fuel to make it back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Having enough to land in Sardinia. 2 tactical to hit this reinforcement squadron. And then attack 4. Originally, these guys coming out of Messina were going to hit the fleet, but the fleet has lots of AA, and I realized that Monty does not. So they're going after the city to attack those British forces before they can attack up. And since there's 3 of them and 4 units, the odds are better that they'll get a hit on something like an artillery rather than just kill a stack of infantry. Those are all 4 of the air attacks. There is a 5th air movement, because this is the air movement phase. So they don't move in non-combat. So coming down from the Alps up there in Munich, as well as wherever the other fighters were. They're all converging down here in Foggia. I think they were all in the Alps. All right, so I've laid out the 4 air battles. This is the only one that's air-to-air. And then there is an anti-air with that artillery in Battle 1. Battle 2 is the anti-air first. I don't have enough yellow dice to represent the one, so... And then these are all the bombers. The tacticals that attack at 7 are attacking at 4s. The strategic bombers, and I'll show the map again here in a second, but each one of them get 3 dice, and they get 3 at 4. However, when you subtract 3 because of the mountains, they're all attacking at 1s. All right, and then Battle 3, there's the Naval AA, and then the 2 tactical. Battle 4, Naval. Actually, Battle 4, there is no AA, but they can't go until the bomber attack phase. Okay, so let's set you up where you can see the box. How about that? Hopefully that won't fall fall in a manner of which is fitting a disaster backwards off the edge of the table. All right, so you have the 3 Allied fighters. You have the 2 that were there, the Italian and the other 2 German fighters. All right, let's see how the Luftwaffe and the Aero Regina Aero, I'm not sure how to say the Italian Air Force in Italian. Ooh, we got a 1. That's a 9. I thought that might be a 6. So only 1 hit for the U.S. Air Corps. A 2, I may have bumped that. I'll check. 2. Oh, that's a 6. 3. Oh, that's a win. The last one of these didn't work out so well for the Luftwaffe. That one did. They wiped out all 3 Allied aircraft and took only 1 loss. And of course, that 1 loss is going to be the Italian. Italian fighters fight at the same value as the Germans, but they want to make sure that the Germans are not going to surrender like the Italians perhaps could. And there's no reason to roll AA. All 3 of the Allied fighters are down. U.S. needs to spend more time training their pilots before sending them in against hardened veterans. Been at war for 4 years. All right, so 1 is totally resolved. Let's go on to... Oh, there is no more air-to-air. All right, so let's check the sequence. Hold on. Oh, goodness. Apologies. All right, so we did air-to-air combat phase. That's the only air-to-air in this sequence. Now we get the anti-aircraft phase. All right, so that means 2 is up, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 Allied fighters coming in. The strategic bombers can only target, they can't target tactical ground units, so they can only target supplies and anti-air and facilities. The fighters aren't attacking, but they still get shot at. And then when we go to the bombing phase, these guys and these guys obviously can hit those tanks. So, anyone else remember the number that I just said? I explained a bunch of stuff. Hold on. 5 bombers. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 16 anti-aircraft. 1, 2. You know what? I'm not going to make them all 2s. It doesn't matter. They're all 2s. Every dice is an honorary 2. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. All right, all of those are 2s. That's from the AA gun. And then we'll add another 2 for the artillery. So AA, you can see how valuable they are, but limited in because they have absolutely no ground combat capability. Looking for 2s or less. 1, 2, 3, 3, 7, 3, 2, 12, 4, 5. Oh gosh. Wow, heavy, heavy, heavy. Heavy. Oh, 1 out of 12. Should have been maybe 2. There are 5 hits. That's a problem. The Allied fighters are getting devastated. I need to keep fighters. I'm going to lose 2 British strategic bombers. I want to keep these for the airborne. I still owe 3 more. Take a U.S. fighter. 2 more. Wow. And 2 U.S. tactical. Brand new. U.S. Air Forces, the Allied Air Forces are just getting clobbered. Clobbered, I tell you. Okay. So, now we have 1 more anti-air, right? Yeah, we do. We have the U.S. Navy. Yeah, because we're doing them by phases, and phases is anti-air. So we are doing the U.S. Navy defending off the coast of North Africa with a 3 and 2 2s. A 3 and 2 2s. Color matters. Cruiser, 2 destroyers. Shooting at the 2 inbound German Stukas. I got a 1, 5, and an 11, so that's 1 hit on an incoming German Stuka dive bomber. All right, and there is no anti-air for TAC 4. All right, so now we get to roll with the bomber attack phase. So let's see, we have only 1, 2, we only have 4, 2 U.S. and 2 British tactical left attacking that space. Wow. And then we have 3 American, 1, 2, 3 American bombers. The rest of the bombing force was kaput. Kaput. All right. All right, let's look for 1s. Let's look for 1s. Here's a 1 from a bomber. That's awesome. Nothing, 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 nothing. Wow, I was hoping that. All right. And obviously the Germans are going to lose a supply rather than the AA because you saw the effect of the AA. And then 4s, ouch, the tactical only got 1 hit. So let's come up here. That was not wunderbar for the Allies. All right, so the Germans are going to lose a supply. Keep that protected. And they'll lose this guy. They'll lose 1 mech to the bomber. So they traded a mech and a supply for all those aircraft. All right, let's keep doing the attacks. Bomber attacks. That's it for the Allies. Let's go to the Axis. Attack 3 is the 1 the one remaining bomber attacking the Allied fleet. Got a 1. That's a target select. A target select. Sorry to drag you over. So, since he got a target select against a naval unit, he's killing a transport. And that will have significant ripples in this amphibious assault game. Moving supplies, moving troops. That was worth a bomber. All right. And now we have 3 bombers strafing Monty's headquarters. All right, let's see. 3 bombers. I got a 5, 9, 11. So only 1 hit, and Monty's going to lose an infantry. And that's it, folks. That's a very exciting air round. I think it's a big win for the Axis. Again, I felt last time that the Allies took heavy losses, but they can afford them. So we did Allied fighter bombing, Axis fighter bombing, movements, air-to-air. We did the anti-air. We did the bombing, the bombers return. I'll do that off camera. And then next, I'm not going to do it in this video. I'll do it in the next video because I got shore bombardment. I've got artillery firing into enemy positions, and then the Allies. So we'll do the artillery, Axis and Allies, and then we'll do the Allied attacks, and then that'll be the next video, okay? And then we'll do the Axis attacks in a video, and then we'll do the end of turn. All right, thanks for watching. This is Captain G, over and out.